haven't even started. I like to replace gummy candy with gummy vitamins. That way, all the kids in my church, they start overdosing on zinc. In high school, I was voted most likely to replace the hand soap with semen-scented lube. Which felt really unfair because I learned my lesson after the first 2 times. I once worked in a kitchen as a cook, but I was fired for putting too many Band-Aids in the food. Which felt really unfair, because the kitchen was in a hospital. My last job was a big disappointment. All they wanted me to do was stock the shelves on the night shift. Here I am thinking I'm going to be the next night stalker. Now I have a job jerking off zoo animals. The pay is not good. But I do get benefits. They let me lick the icing off the collection plan. Here's one thing I'll never do again. Trust a female plumber. She lied about her tubes being tied. I want a girl that looks like a Barbie, but fucks like a Ken doll. I stopped getting laid when my grandma died. She was my best wingman. Always bragging about me to the other hospice patients. You know how grandmas are. And I'm not religious, but I know exactly what happens when you die. I pose your body like a Ken doll. I'm not picky when it comes to women. I can make it work as long as she fits in my trunk. The problem is there's already a few strippers back there. But what can I say? Some strippers just look like Barbies to me. And let me tell you, they don't even let you pretend the strip club is a classy establishment. I tried treating it like the opera, but apparently bringing theater binoculars is frowned upon. If I was homeless, I'd be like, "Excuse me, sir, I could really use some help. I'm 2 guys shy of a threesome." If I was gonna flirt with a cute girl, I'd go up to her and say, "Hey girl, did you see that naked, telekinetic, paraplegic guy dancing out in the parking lot?" "You didn't?" "No, me neither." "No, me neither. Me neither." They say if you ask enough people, one of them's bound to say yes, but I have tried it, and that is not true. So now I'm trying a new approach. Because studies show someone who said yes to you once is more likely to say yes to you again. So here's my best pickup line. "Hey, can I hit your vape?" "I can?" "Oh, thank you." "So, did you see that naked telekinetic paraplegic dancing out in the parking lot?" Yeah, I'm not really sure what that joke is about. Isn't it kind of ironic that you can see through glass unless it's a glass eye? I know it's only a first date, but just in case, I think I'm gonna screw the head of my penis back on. Of course, I need a safe place to store the tip of my penis on the off season, so I keep it behind the glass eye. Every beach is a nude beach if you have a foot fetish. One thing I hate about going to the beach is having to screw my nipples back on. When I take my nipples off, I hold them in my empty foreskin. I'm just kidding, I don't have a foreskin. And I think I speak for everyone with foot fetish when I say, one thing I love about going to the beach is looking at all the child porn. Which reminds me, there's something I want to get off my chest. Unfortunately, I screwed my nipples on too tight.
That's a call.
When it comes to sex dice, sorry, let's start that one over. When it comes to sex dice, stick to the name brands. The wife and I tried some off-brand sex dice, and the outcome was shocking. I rolled a tongue and a 9-volt battery. My wife rolled the keys to my chastity belt and the edge of a cliff. I'd never shoot myself in the head without doing a little research first. I want to be smart about it in case the bullet doesn't kill me, you know? Long story short, brain science is way too hard. All I wanted to know was what part of the brain controls my balls so I could avoid it. Whatever. The wife and I were desperate to save our marriage. We tried everything but couples therapy. When we finally bit the bullet, it was clear. Biting a blender helps nothing. And when my hunting partner asked for a bullet, I couldn't believe he was thinking about vibrators when there was a deer right there. One time my wife asked to use the bullet during sex, so I said, "How about I put a bullet in your head when I'm done, and then we go again?" Quickly to the palate cleanser. Whoever invented pimple patches was a genius. They're medicated to help treat your acne, and they cover your blemishes at the same time. But the best part is, most people probably won't even know you're wearing one because it just looks like you have a sticker on your face. Thanks.